What's up, you guys? This is your girl, Civil Disobedience, with another rant and whine where our subscriber to Sherlock Homegirl, Christopher, has asked me to answer the question, why do women lay up with men but expect their family to help with their children? I have a cousin who begs every damn week for money. Why do men lay up in these women's houses and do absolutely nothing and be okay with it? How do you feel comfortable with living off a woman who is living off the state? We so DAMN lost. He's talking about him and his wife. I told him I love it, and I asked him to give me some prompts. He says that honestly, they tied together. Women have low self-esteem and have not had proper guidance. They have been programmed to believe that the system has their best interest at heart. They lack the confidence to approach a man, and in approaching that man, they don't want a man who has a career and takes responsibility seriously because they can't lead the relationship. So in other words, he's saying these women want to be the leader in the relationship, so they choose men who aren't natural born leading men, alpha males. This is how they end up with the guy in situation 2. He knows he doesn't have to work because she takes care of him. She yells at him and treats him like she's the man because she's the breadwinner. She allows his laziness because she can control what time he comes home, etc. So we're going to get into this. I want you guys to leave your thumbs up, your thoughts and opinions below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel, Sherlock Homegirl. What's up, you guys? We're going to set the mood real quick. That's our boo August. Our entanglement boo. All right. We're going to let him hit that chorus real quick. I won't tell if you won't tell. Oh, no, that's right, August. All right, so we have a rant and wine where we are asking the question, why do women take up so much time with men that aren't beneficial to them? And shout out Christopher and his wife Yasley for giving us this. These are some of our subscribers who helped to get us to where we are. So thank you guys, and be sure to share. So I feel like one thing that we need to address that Christopher said is the low self-esteem comment. And I know a lot of women are like, how he gonna say women got low self-esteem? Well, I agree with Christopher in that, and that's one of those hard takes that women have to take on. This is the reason why I let you guys see my body in its natural habitat without Spanx. This is why I allow the spots on my face to be shown, because it helps me to build my confidence without all of the worldly facades, the aesthetically pleasing appeal that you get from the constructive underwear and the makeup that I now have on my face. So he's right, and he's justified in saying that women have low self-esteem because men do not try to pull themselves together no matter how they look. They can be masculine, they can be fine, they can have it all going together. You're not going to catch too many men trying to put on the makeup and caring so much about the outfits as we do. So much to the point, ladies, we have to admit that a lot of times when we get dressed to go out, I know I do, I don't dress for men, I dress for other women. I dress for the women who may have something to say, to give them something to talk about. And a lot of women who go out of their way, I'm talking about the top notch dressers in society, they're the ones who helped me to notice that this is something that we as women do. We simply go after what's appealing to other women. And this is why men are able to manipulate us in the fashion that they are able to manipulate us. We care about what a woman wears, who styles her hair, where does she get that car, Where did she get those shoes? We then when it's us, we don't want anyone to know. It needs to be exclusive. I don't want to see anyone in my outfit. You know, it's just one of those things that I feel a lot of women take on a certain amount of pressure to find appealing. The second portion is, why do these women go through these strains just to take on men that they are not compatible with, that does not feel responsible in taking care of them? And I feel like Christopher gave a good example in the sense of saying that the women want to be the leaders in the relationships. So they're taking on the masculinity and telling the man, like men tell women, oh baby, you don't have to work, I'll work. But it's worse when you say it to a man, because men still feel like the taking care of the home is the woman's duty. So basically, he's like, okay, baby, you want to work, but I still expect you to cook. I still expect you to clean up. I still expect you to do laundry. A lot of men don't stay at home and help in those capacities. Big ups to those who do, but let's just be honest, brothers. You all are in the few and far between. And we know this, okay? So I feel like the focus begins to shift off of what the man can do for them and what they can do to just keep the man around. So, where men kind of tend to look at the relationship from the aspect of how loving is she, how nurturing is she, how willing is she to submit to me, a woman may not even care about the guy other than the other women that he's dealing with. So a lot of women get trapped into these crap relationships because they're so caught up in the woman that this guy had first. Okay. And I can give you an example off of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Amara La Negra was dating Shay Bucky Johnson's brother. I can't remember his name. His ex sat down with her and was like, oh, he doesn't want to work. He's a user. He's a this. He's a that. Consequently, Amada went back to him, even though they were in a good relationship and doing fine, broke up with him because of what another woman told her about their relationship. Now, I know some of you say, well, no, she must have warned her about something that she already knew and she was already feeling some type of way. Granted, that can be true. However, if you knew something that another woman had to validate, that in and of itself speaks volumes about you too. Why did another woman have to tell you something that you were so uncomfortable with? You were ready to end the relationship, but not at your own word. You had to have this other woman in the relationship. Well, it's the same thing in keeping the relationship. I'll give you another example. Princess Love and Ray J. In the first season of Love and Hip Hop Los Angeles, when Tierra Marie and Ray J were in their little entanglement, and then Princess and Ray J were developing their relationship, right? Ray J used, and I've said this in a vlog before, go check it out. Ray J used Tierra Marie as a catapult to where Princess Love was not concerned about Ray J's actions with other women. She was simply concerned about keeping Ray J. Now, in each instance, we're dealing with men who had a capacity to keep money around in some way, shape, or form. Okay, even with Shay's brother, he's not famous, but let's just be honest. No woman on the caliber or level of either of those women that were sitting down at the table would have wanted him if he was just a bum. He had to have some capacity to pull together some funds to make them even feel comfortable with him being around. Okay, so in that same sense, women take on men who don't want to work because so and so is sleeping with him and so wants him and she can't have him. I've even heard women break up with men, find out he's in a relationship with a whole nother woman, and then say, well, I'm gonna start back sleeping with him because if I can't have him, can't nobody have him. Like, sis, what are you doing here? Why would you want a man who's making you feel so inadequate to where you have to compete with another woman in his life? And I just want to say, in the dating pool, in the dating game, that's why I like a relationship stable. I do not like seeing where things go. I do not like doing things for fun. I like people to be open and honest. If you're seeing more than one person, say that. Because a lot of the hostility that we see women taking out on each other, you see these women on these videos on the Vine, on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram, whatever the Vine is that you follow. These women are basically tearing out Remy, good hair that they have sewn in by some stylist, tearing the wigs, tearing their own hair out of their heads, scarring their skin, really just killing each other over sexual frustration. They're sexually frustrated with their situation. And I try to tell women all the time, when women used to approach me about my husband, baby, calm down. You know, if you this enthralled with somebody's husband to where you gotta call her on the phone, yeah, bitch, I'm fucking your husband. He your man, sis. Why are you calling me now? What did he do to you that got you where you so frustrated where you want to mess my day up? And that's why I differ from a lot of people, because I do understand that if you show me that you're not caring about people attacking me verbally or physically, then it's for me as a woman to not only disassociate myself from you, but to depart from any type of dealings with you whatsoever, because you're allowing women, it doesn't matter if it's me or another woman, no man, no real man wants women combating each other like they're gladiators. Come on, love. No man wants that. No man is going to feel comfortable laying up in a woman's house and not paying bills. And I give you girls a side note, okay? A lot of people were making fun of me when money got tight moving back in with my mom and dad. Sis, let me just break a little knowledge with you. If you have children, your parents are live-in babysitters. That's number one. Number two, it runs off the deadbeat guys who want to move in with you. You can't move in with me if I ain't got no house for you to move in. So when I left my husband and I was vulnerable and everything was going on, I said, well, mom and dad, I'm going to come back home with you. I've always been a worker and a provider for my own home. At the same time, I made my husband work. We broke up because the women he was dealing with in competition with trying to outdo me was making it where he didn't have to work. So I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't want to take on the full financial responsibility of a household by myself. Little things like this, and you don't have to do what I do, sis. You don't have to move in with your mom. You don't have to let go of your apartment. But if you and a guy are conversing about moving in together, either get a new apartment between the two of you or move into his space. That way he feels obligated to pay the bills he already has. And then you as a woman, we already know how we do. We gonna come in, we gonna help, we gonna give, we gonna provide. But you come in knowing what he's able to handle. When you allow a man to pack his things up and move in with you don't know what kind of space he's leaving. That could be his girlfriend's apartment. That could be his homeboy's apartment that he's babysitting or house sitting. That could be his mom's place that she's tired of him staying in and wants him to vacate. You don't know what the situation is when you let those men move in with you. Okay? And I know some men say, well, we don't know what the situation is when a woman, it's easier for you all to go through it than it is for us to go through it. If you want to call yourselves the heads of households and the leaders, take the brunt of something without having to compare yourself to a female. Because that's what I tell women about comparing ourselves to men. If you want that man to be a leader, stop acting like you are compared to him. Let him lead. Let him get in front and show you something. Another reason why women are caught up in dead end relationships with dead end men is the reasons why we date. Men date for fun, love. They date for the chase to see if they can actually get that woman. They date to build confidence. So a man will get out of a relationship and they'll go after a woman simply to build their confidence back up. In fact, when I started dating, I listened to my male friends. My female friends were giving me bad advice. My husband was messing with a woman who was also married. They told me to get in an entanglement with that woman's husband. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I want my own husband, so why would I sleep with her husband? They told me that I needed to go out and find somebody and just have them up in the house. I was like, I don't want to do that. I could get somebody killed and they don't even know what's going on. My male friends were like, forget him, sis. He's not for you. Recover. Date for fun. Date for the chase. Date to build your confidence. Women, we have to stop dating thinking every man we get with is the one. He can't be the one, baby, if you on 25. Okay? You may never meet the one. So find another reason why you want to date this guy. If you know that having sex with a man ties your relationship into a serious avenue, don't take that road, sis. You do not have to feel obligated to get into a sexual relationship with a man because he's been coming around for 3 months, or he's been coming around for 4 months, or he's been coming around for a year. If you all do not grow to an intimate, secure, I don't feel sexually secure with a man until he makes me feel secure outside of a sexual relationship. So if I don't feel confident in sharing secrets with him, if I don't feel confident in sharing with him what I'm going through, if he doesn't know how to help me through that, then I never develop sexually with that man, even though I may stay in contact with him. And that's the thing, sis. Sometimes these men may just be a homeboy. Every guy who's sweet to you, who opens a door for you, who says, I'll pay for that Big Mac, I'll pay for that steak, that doesn't mean that he's your man. So this is what I've compiled. This is civil disobedience on our channel. Sherlock Homegirl again. Shout out Christopher and his wife Yasley. Thank you all so much. And I hope you guys give this video a thumbs up.